Malopkin, welcome. It's been a long time. I haven't made a video, and well, I would like to start with another Mesoamerican language that is also a very important one. And well, let's get started with a couple of examples regarding the conjugations of the verbs in the present tense or verb said present aspect in Nahuatl. In this case, I'm going to focus on Nahuatl. First of all, I have to tell you Nahuatl is spoken in Michoacan, in Mexico City, in Guerrero, in Veracruz, San Luis Potosí, Hidalgo, Morelos, as well as in other countries such as El Salvador. So there are variations. I mean, you will find differences between the spelling as well as the vocabulary as well. And well, let's get started. I would like to give you a couple of examples. So we have, for instance, first of all, the word, well, regarding the structure, this is an important chart. And in this chart, we have, at the beginning, we have these prefixes. This is similar to Yucatec Maya. We have, for example, ni for the first singular person. Then we have ti for the second singular person. Then we have no marcation when it comes to the third singular person. And finally, we have ti for the first plural person. We have an or in for the second plural person. And again, we have no prefix when it comes to third plural person. Now, we have in the middle the verb, and at the end, if it's singular, we have no marcation, but when it's plural, we have this sound at the end, which is okay. So I'll give you examples in order to make it clear. So we have, for instance, ni choca. I mean, based on this chart, we have, for instance, choca, I mean, is the verb to cry. Yes, but with the prefix ni choca, that means I cry. Okay, I'm just, there you go. Without the slash, I think it's better. Then we have ti, for instance, pichoca. That means you cry. Then only choca, at the beginning we have nothing, as I told you. That means he cries or she cries. We make no distinction between he or she in Nahuatl. And then we have tichoca. That means we cry. As you can observe, at the beginning we have the prefix ti, and at the end we have the suffix. All right? So nichoca means we cry. Then we have anchoca, which is you cry in plural. And then we have choca, they cry. As you can observe, at the beginning, you might feel that because we have no prefix with the third singular or plural person, that's going to be tricky, but it's not, because as you can observe, when it's singular, we have no aspiration at the end. We have no sound. But when you have plural, then you have this sound at the end, choca, choca, compared to choca, choca. All right. So that's pretty much the structure. I would like to give you some other examples so that you can get familiar with the structure. Let me just make this chart a little bit smaller because I think it was too big. All right, there you go. So, all right, so we have this first verb. This is just an example. All right, I'm just gonna make it smaller. There you go. Another verb. We also have the verb tekiti. Tekiti, that means to work. So, for instance, if you say ni tekiti, I work. Ti tekiti, you work. There you go. Then tekiti, he works. Ti tekiti, we work. And tekiti, you work. Tekiti, they work. And as I mentioned before, instead of an, you could also say in. You could also say in tekiti, as you work. Okay? And same thing in the previous example, you could also have said in chokaj as an equivalent for and chokaj, you work. You both work. Yep, in plural. Then we have the verb ixa. Ixa means wake up. So how will you say I wake up? That will be ni ixa. Ni ixa. Ti ixa, you work. Ni ixa. Ixa, he or she works. Ti ixa, we work. And then anixaj, you work, as well as inixaj. And ixaj, as they work. They wake up, I'm sorry. Then we have the verb nemi. Nemi means to live. So, ninemi, I live. Tinemi, you live. Nemi, he or she lives. And then tinemi, we live. Anemic, you live, or inemic, you live. And finally, nemic, they live. So as you can observe, the structure is quite easy because you just have to get familiar with the root, and based on the root, you just have to include those particular roots. Yes? Well, you need to include the corresponding prefixes and suffixes, I'm sorry. I'll give you another example. We also have the verb witoni. Witoni means to jump. So, ni witomi, I jump. Ni wi, ti witoni, you jump. Witoni, he or she jumps. Ti witoni, we jump. And witoni, you jump. In witonin, you jump as well. And finally, witonic, they jump. And one more example. Then we have the verb tlanamaca. Tlanamaca means to sell. So, ni tlanamaca, I sell. Ti tlanamaca, you sell. Tlanamaca, he or she sells. Ti tlanamaca, we sell. And tlanamaca, you sell. In tlanamaca, you sell as well. And finally, tlanamaca, they sell. All right, so that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for supporting the channel, and I promise I'll be in touch with you guys. It's been a long time, I know, but well, hopefully I'm gonna be making more videos in the following episodes. So thank you very much, and drink too much water because it's really hot everywhere, I think. And well, I'll see you in the next episode. Kanantaba.